and I won't back down. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out.
Hey everybody, thanks so much for joining us right here on The Right View. Tonight I am so excited because we're joined by musician Brian Kelley, whose new single, you may have heard this phrase before, Make America Great Again. It's out right now. Go check it out. Epic song. And Brian, thank you. Welcome to the show. We're so excited to talk to you.
Thank you so much. Happy to be here and excited to chat and just really excited for y'all to have me on here today, spend some time and chat it up.
Well, there's a lot to chat about. I mean, there's no shortage. That's a faux show.
Yeah.
People probably remember you because you started Florida Georgia Line back in 2010. But I always
Yes,
wonder
ma'am.
because you may or may not know, Brian, I dabble a little in the music industry, and people on the left
Oh, yeah.
absolutely love that. I'm just kidding. They try and drag me for it, and I really don't care at all. It's totally fine.
You
But
shouldn't care. Yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
you have to just not care anymore. What point did
Yeah.
you realize though that you could actually make a living playing music? Because I'm trying to get a gauge for where my life is headed. You know what I mean?
I feel you. Well, I ended up playing baseball a couple different colleges, but my last 2 years, I ended up at Belmont University in Nashville, and I wanted to finish out college. I wanted to play my last 2 years of eligibility, and I also wanted to be kind of pre-plugged into Nashville. And originally I moved there to chase a dream to be a songwriter, and hopefully eventually make records. And when I got there, I met a buddy who, we ended up starting a duo, Florida Georgia Line, and we rode that wave as long as we could. And now I'm solo dreaming and just really enjoying life, always hunting down songs. And I'm in just a season of really trying to challenge myself and really trying to honor my voice and really kind of reintroduce myself. People saw me as probably half of me in this duo. And so to really reintroduce myself as a solo artist, as just Brian Kelley. And so, I think that's kind of how we got here today was, I just feel like being able to use my voice, being able to write songs by myself, being able to, live my calling and live and create freely. And so, when it came to writing Make America Great Again, I landed on it really a week before the failed assassination attempt on President Trump. It was that Saturday before I kind of had the idea. Saturday night, I woke up Sunday morning and listened to this little voice memo. I just had like a line or two, and I go, well, I like the idea, but I'm going to tweak it. So I put my guitar in drop D and just gave it some more attitude. And, I spent the whole Sunday writing that song. I woke up Monday morning, just kind of double checked it, tweaked it out, got a demo on it. And, honestly, when I wrote it, I was just looking at the state of America. I think a lot of us can agree in the same headspace. We don't like where it's going, where it's been right now, the past 3.5, 4 years. And so we want to make it great again. And so I just had a bunch of bullet points just in the top of my head. I wrote out, and I said, what am I frustrated with? And just kind of put into a song. And, right when I got done writing it, I thought, well, maybe a couple other artists could cut this. Maybe they have a bigger following. Maybe they could record it. And so I sent it to some artist friends, and they all, without knowing what each other said, they said, hey, BK, this song's awesome. You should put it out. And, I'm just at a point in my career where I just want to be, totally authentic. And I think it was an important step for me to get this out to the world, to use my voice and just let people know where I stand. I'm not afraid of that. And,
Good for you.
Yeah, I just think I was 100% inspired by, writing at the state of America. I wanted to get behind the movement, have my voice heard. But after the failed assassination attempt, it was just enough is enough. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I just want people to know the real me. And I think that's important. That's how I grew up. And I think often about, if it wasn't for, music or success or all these things that have happened along the way, it's like if I was still, selling real estate in Ormond Beach, Florida, where my parents still live, I'd be posting on Facebook, what I believe and fighting for what
Right.
I think is right. So why should anything change that, And so I think there's so many of us that have had enough, and we're not going to be silenced. We're not going to be told to keep it down or be quiet. I'm a concerned real American, and that's why I wrote it. That's why I put it out. And, I think a lot of people are really resonating with this song. And I think I'm just grateful that, I just spent some time with it, and it just kind of came to me. I love that. I love that slogan. I don't know how you can disagree with making America great
Right.
again,
Yeah, exactly. My father-in-law says that all the time. He's like, what are they so upset about? We want to
Yeah.
make it great again. That's for
Right.
everybody. So let me ask you this. First of all, I think the song is amazing. I love it. I
Thank
actually
you.
got a sneak peek of it, I think before a lot of other people did, because
Yeah.
some friends of mine like sent it to me. They were like, hey, check this out. And it was so cool. Were
Thank you.
you outwardly supportive of Donald Trump before the assassination attempt, or was that kind of like a final straw where you were like, enough, I'm gonna just show my true colors and let everybody know where I stand?
It wasn't out there as much as it is now.
Mhm.
And, I think there's so many of us in the industry that have felt like for a long time we kind of have to toe the mark, and we have to do this and we have to do that. But I'd rather I would rather just people know. I think people look for authenticity, and when you get down to what country music is, it's the music of the people. It's being real. It's honoring yourself. It's using your voice for the right things, and that's what I feel like I'm doing. And I think there's probably some things that people could read and put together over the past 4 years, or probably maybe longer. But I just didn't want to leave it up for any question anymore. I think it's
Good for
important to
you.
stand up and come what may. I just I don't want to live a life that's not my true life. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
my dad, I grew up holding a Ed Kelley sign, City Commissioner Zone 4, when I was, 8 or 9, 10 years old, early '90s. And he was city commissioner, he was mayor of Ormond Beach, and then county chair up until 2020. So I grew up in a small version of a political world, and what I love about him, and I watched him over the years work with people on the left, people where he stood on the right, people in the middle. And the way that they were able to work together and not try to cancel each other, not try to silence each other, and not try to just be, you know, I just think that's the world I want to live in, where you can have these conversations, you can be open minded, and we can work together to try to make America great again. And so for me, I just that's the kind of role model that my dad was for me. Is like, hey, stand firm, stand up for who you are, what you believe, don't be afraid of it. And so I often look back to that, and I just think, I'm proud to have a dad that led the way. And I see that in President Trump. I think he does a great job, and I'm proud to vote for him again, and to help this cause and to help make America great again. I really am.
Amen. I love that. Well, I mean, if anyone wondered, you were very kind and we were honored to have you. And you performed at the Republican National Convention just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And we were so grateful to have you do that. I thought it was so cool, and you were amazing. Everybody loved you. How was
Thank
it
you.
for you to be there? Because, by the way, that was a really cool space. Tons of people, big,
Yeah.
like, open venue. And what kind of reactions were you surprised by anyone's reactions to your appearance there? Suffer from chronic pain, listen up. I think you guys know that I am a fitness fanatic and am always looking for ways to improve my health. That's when I discovered a turmeric supplement called Golden Revive Plus. After taking it for just a few weeks, I started to feel relief in places I didn't even know I had pain. This stuff is incredible for reducing pain in your knees, back, hips, elbows, hands, or feet. And I wanted to share it with as many people as possible. That's why I'm recommending it on my podcast with a special discount just for the Right View listeners until August 31st. You can get 30% off your first order of Golden Revive Plus. Just head over to goldenrevive.com and use promo code Trump at checkout. Over 300,000 Americans just like you are already using Golden Revive Plus to get and stay pain-free. Again, head over to Golden. You've asked and My Pillow listened. They're finally bringing you the most requested offer ever. Right now, you can get the queen size premium My Pillow for only $19.98. My Pillow is made with patented adjustable fill, and it adjusts to your exact individual needs regardless of your sleep position. It helps keep your neck aligned and holds its shape all night long, so you get the best sleep of your life. But that's not all. Get their 6-piece kitchen or bath towel sets for just $25, the brand new mattress topper for as low as $69.98, and their famous My Pillow bed sheets for as low as $25, and so much more. Go to mypillow.com or call 800-624-3945 and use promo code TRUMP to get huge discounts on all My Pillow products, including the premium queen size My Pillow, only $19.98. That is the lowest price ever. Don't delay, order today and use promo code TRUMP.
Not really. I mean, I felt like it was a family atmosphere. I mean, from the moment we got there, walking around kind of before like the majority of the people were there, everybody working there, everybody helping out. I mean, getting into the gift shop early and meeting some of the people working there. They're just amazing people, and getting to hang with them and talk with them, take pictures with them. You feel a sense of community and a sense of support. And, you know, by the time I got on stage and I got to sing with that amazing choir, I mean, right before the Gold Star, right before the Gold Star
amazing
moment, and it was spiritual for me to be on that stage to sing a song I wrote about America, about my poppy, about our service members, our first responders, in front of you know, the whole RNC. I mean, it was one of my favorite parts of my career that I've had as a solo artist, no doubt about it.
Wow, that's so cool. Well, we were so grateful to have you there. And it was, you know, it's one of those things, I think people felt it through the TV, but you can probably opine on this, Brian, having been there. There was so much unity and there was such a hopeful nature to the entire event, right? The entire 4 days of the convention. I feel like I left there on the tail end of a week that started out honestly terrifying for our entire family, I think for the country. 100%. And to leave, we felt very hopeful, and like there was more to come, and there was hope for a better future. So I hope that you felt that too, because that's one of the things that I absolutely loved about our convention. And I hope people at home, I translated to them as well. I want to talk really quickly about your upcoming solo album. You are releasing this in the fall, is that right? What can people expect?
Yeah, I'm trying to get it out, hopefully, you know, middle September, maybe early October. I just released a project in May called Tennessee Truth. And oddly enough, as soon as I got out and got through press, I've been kind of hit with a creative wave, I guess, if you will. And just kind of had an interesting vision of, you know, putting out a record, I think 12 to 14 songs, the songs that I just wrote by myself. I'm naming it after my parents. Ed and Mary Margaret's son is what I'm going to call the record. And I just thought it was a cool moment in my career to kind of show people, you know, what I can do, and just what a record of me writing and singing it all by myself would sound like. You know, I love collaborating. I love co-writing. That definitely makes the world go round in Nashville. And I've had a lot of success doing that. But I've always been the guy that locks himself in the room still to this day and gets songs started, gets ideas going every morning. And I call myself a song hunter. And so, you know, it started with a couple of these songs. I got halfway done and I was kind of doing my typical thing. Well, I could save this for this group and pinpoint these writers. But I just got really curious with my craft. I go, I wonder what it would sound like if I just finished it. And then I just got excited about the idea, the concept of just a whole record of 100% rights by myself. And, you know, to be honest with you, it's a challenge. I'm enjoying it. It's something I didn't really expect, you know, to happen so soon, especially after a record I just launched in May. But, you know, I really just want to get as much music out as I can. I'm a dream chaser, you know, and so I love the challenge, and I'm really having fun with it. You know, and it's hard to turn off when everywhere you look or you're walking around and a song title hits you, and just getting in the groove is what we call it, you know?
Yeah, if you got it, you got to run with it. I feel
That's
like
right.
it comes from, I don't know, it comes from a higher power a lot of times, those things. And what I'll say is what I have learned as having a very short stint in the music industry is that, look, I've done, Brian, so many different things. I'll go on national television every night. I'll speak in front of the country at the RNC. You know, I'll go give a speech to however many people. But there is no more vulnerable feeling actually than writing a song that's meaningful to you and then singing it and like putting it out there, as far as I'm concerned, because you're really like putting your heart and soul out there, and it's very raw and it's very real, and you're allowing people to criticize you. And to me, I give kudos, I mean, so much to people like you who really write from your heart, who put yourself into the music, and you leave it all out there on the field, because I can fully appreciate what that's about. But what an incredible feeling it must be to then have people respond so positively to things you do, right? Like, I mean, that's got to be the best.
Yeah, I've felt a ton of love, a ton of support. I mean, friends and family and new fans and old fans, messaging me, DMing me, and just say, hey, we got your back. We got your back. We got your back. And it's just cool, when God puts something on your heart and your head, and you take that, you jump, it's cool to see what happens, to have faith in that way. And, the fans, they have my back. And, there's always going to be people. And I talked about this in another interview. There's always going to be people, whether it's this song or a song I've already released or a song down the road that's a beach song or whatever, that's not going to, they're not going to like it, or they may, hate it or whatever. But that's part of being a human. That's part of being an artist. I grew up an athlete. I played college baseball. So I like to think I have pretty tough skin. And, at the end of the day, I've really let go of all of that. I've freed myself of worrying about what people think. I think taking pride in the work that I'm putting out, I can hang my hat on that, and I can hang my hat on not holding back, and I can hang my hat on living my truth, right? And so that's most important to me in life.
Well, that's what it's all about, and kudos to you. And thank you again for being so brave and honestly bold for speaking your mind, and really, I think, giving people an opportunity to do the same themselves, because this is a time where, Brian, we can't stay silent any longer. There's too much at stake, and I think that people like you who have a lot of fans out there, you being able to come out and speak your truth and sing your truth and do the things that are authentic to you, give other people that courage and that inspiration. So I want to say thank you for doing that, because we certainly could use more of that out there. And Brian, where can people follow you, find out more about what you've got going on?
Yeah, you can check out my Instagram, hit my website, briankelleyofficial.com. I just getting going on Rumble. I'm late to the game, but I'm trying to get going on that. But I if you hit me up on Instagram, anybody listening, I try to get back to messages. I try to be, active on that and really try to connect. And that's probably one of the easiest things for me. But I really appreciate the support. And I think the thing about Make America Great Again, the song, I did it I put it out to honor my voice, but I also knew, I just feel like I'm pretty in tune with my fans and kind of my circle, I guess, if you will, of we're all thinking the same things, right? And so I really did want to give a voice and give an anthem to the people that are thinking the same things just like me. I think that's important. Music can move people in a way that so many other things can't. And to give them an anthem, I'm fired up about it. I can't wait to, we just started playing it live the past couple nights, and it's been pretty electric. So I'm fired up to see where this song can take us, and just kind of get everybody together and say, hey, it's okay to speak up. Hopefully it gives them confidence to stand in their truth. And at the end of the day, it's all how we handle ourselves. It's like, people want to say things about this movement, but it's like, we've got our heads on straight. We are thinking right, and so I'm really excited about what the song can do. I think it's obviously bigger than me now that it's out, and the people have, made it their own. That's what it's all about. That's where the power comes.
It's the right song for the right time, and we love you for writing it. So thank you. And Brian Kelley, thanks for spending a little time with us here at The Right View. And to everybody at home, as always, make sure you like, subscribe, share, and follow. We'll see you back here next time for more of The Right View.
And I won't back down. Hey,
worse than being on a phone call that drops. Nothing is worse than trying to text someone and you can't reach them because your phone is out of service range. And nothing is worse than supporting these major corporations and companies who don't support us. That is why I love Patriot Mobile. They are America's only Christian conservative wireless network. They use every cell tower out there available to all networks so that they have the greatest 4G and 5G coverage nationwide, and they support the causes that are important to us as conservatives. If you go today to patriotmobile.com/Lara Trump and use the promo code Trump, you will get free activation today. Again, that is patriotmobile.com/Lara Trump. The promo code is Trump for free activation so that you can get a great cell plan and feel good about doing it.